What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
Thank you for joining me here for Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. We do this every week here at Two Gun Pixie. This isn't a review full out. This is more of bullet points. Why I, myself, Tom Vulo, the 20-Sided Warriors, my wife, any of the gamers here have enjoyed a particular game and title. What we look forward to it when we hear it's going to be hitting that table. So this week I want to talk to you about a nice horror game with some good roots in the silver screen, and that is the board game version of The Thing, Infection at Outpost 31. This captures everything, the essence, the theme, the feeling, the atmosphere of the John Carpenter horror movie almost perfectly. I really can't imagine anything else throttling the movie by the neck like this board game does in order to give you, the players, an experience like you're there. Like you're on the Antarctic base itself having to deal with this monstrosity. This is fantastic. I really do love hidden identity games. You're trying to suss out who's really who. And this game does a fantastic job of doing that. Like many games in the genre, it gives you that twist point where somewhere during the course of the game, maybe you weren't infected to begin with, but then you became infected later on. I enjoy that because in the first part of the game, when you're trying to convince everyone you're not infected, you really aren't. And then that twist happens. And whether they were believing you or not to begin with, now it's different because now you're not telling the truth. Now you're lying. Can you lie as effectively as you told the truth? I do. These hidden traitor games, I think, really spark a great energy around the gaming table. And this does a great job of doing that. Now, this plays up to 8. And I would highly encourage a higher player count where possible. Now, of course, it is going to add on to the amount of game time that you're sitting there doing. I understand that. But I think that once you experience the 8-player feel, or even close to it, a 7-player feel, you're not necessarily going to notice the time. Because everything is happening. So much is going on around you. And you're constantly watching everyone trying to figure out who's full of shit and who isn't. I mean, there is no downtime for players in this game because you have to watch, study everyone else around that table. The game revolves around missions that you got to do in order to get everything you need and to get out and eventually get in the helicopter and get the hell out of the Antarctic base. And while doing these missions, this is where you get to try to suss out who's on your side and who's working against you. A lot of the games in this category do that. But I don't feel, when I'm playing this game, I don't feel like it's just doing the same thing as everything else. I think part of that reason is fire! Everything is on fire! The entire board is burning! Well, I don't mean in real life. You're not really setting it on fire. But the base itself is in the process of burning down. And this adds an element of, oh shit, this adds an element of time. Now you're racing. You're not having a moment to sit there and contemplate like a 20-minute chess move. Now this encourages you to act, not think. And that adds to a level of tension that you don't find this rush in a lot of the other hidden motive games, hidden identity games. And I think combining that in with this, I think it's brilliant. Now, they have miniatures for, everyone in the movie, which is great. It gives you a large potential play count, up to 12 miniatures there are. And there are 3 miniatures to represent different stages of the Thing from Outer Space. I think that's what it was called in the original movie before John Carpenter, right? The Thing from Outer Space. But yeah, the miniatures look great. They're fun. I'm not going to say that they're necessarily the best miniatures that I've ever seen in a game, but they're good. I enjoy them, and the Thing figures look sick. Luck, strategy, and player interaction. These are 3 things that I find high on the scale of any session of this game that I've played. And I like that balance. By combining, luck and strategy is one thing, right? Now, you can't just guarantee your strategy, is flawless, so therefore it's gonna win. Right? Luck is the X factor. Throw a monkey wrench in your best laid works, right? And then on top of that, the player interaction. The constant, almost near constant levels of player interaction going on in this game. You know what? That actually fuels the time a little bit more. I don't know if I phrased that right. It helps. It helps move the time even more. Because you're keeping busy. You have the player interaction, so there's never a downtime. Busy time is moving time. I think it really does all come together in this game to bring the movie to life. Was this game made for the fans of the movie? Yes. No doubt. No argument, no discussion there. In fact, I believe the creators of this game are huge fans of the movie because they do such a good job. But was this also made just in general for fans of Hidden Trader games? Yeah, it was. It combines both. Even if you're not a fan of the movie, maybe it's not that you're not a fan of the movie. Maybe you're just not familiar. You've never seen the movie. It doesn't matter. Some movie translations, TV show translations into games, does have a certain level of needing to know. I don't think this does. You can go into this game knowing absolutely nothing about the source material, and it is still going to freak you out, and you're still going to have a good time with this game. But with that being said, it does help to know the movie, and I do think it was made as a love letter to the fans. So, watch some playthroughs. Don't listen to me or anyone else on YouTube telling you what to think. Don't. Watch some playthroughs. It's the best way to find out if you think a game looks interesting and fun and something you and your gang are going to like. So go. Get more information on The Thing, Infection, at Outpost 31.